everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. I wanted to talk about Monique and her husband's periscope discussion. Now, if you don't know, Monique had a rant against Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, and Oprah Winfrey. And she kind of explained why she had an issue with these people. And there's some very interesting tea that was spilled, okay?
Oprah on the phone. Oh, okay, let me get it. Hey sis, how you doing? Hey Monique, I wanted to call you up because I got a phone call from your brother, the brother that molested you, Sheryl, and he wants to know if he can come on the show. She says, well, we would like for you to come on the show too. I said, I don't want no parts of it. I said, because I know that nigga. I said, but everybody's allowed to change, and my brother could truly be a changed person, and he could come on the show and explain it. I shared with this woman, especially about my mother. Now I want y'all to hear me. I shared with Oprah Winfrey that me and my mother were not on good terms.
Monique said that she also shared a lot of extensive details about her family drama with Oprah Winfrey. So it's as if she almost entrusted her with her family secrets. So Monique was very hurt when Oprah Winfrey brought her mother on the show without telling her about it.
The show comes on with Monique's brother, Sheryl, the one who molested her. Then we were surprised to see her mother, her father, and her brother.
Now I'm watching the show with my mother, and keep in mind, me and my mother ain't spoken a minute, and we really going through it. My father, who by the way, has now moved on to the next journey, he's deceased. Now my father's sitting there, and baby, he's so damn drunk. I knew that me and my mother was not in a good place. And had Oprah Winfrey said to me, oh, by the way, sis, I have your mother, I would have said, shut that down, because I don't want the world seeing my mother being so greedy over money that she's willing to do anything to go on your show and know that my brother is lying.
So this was very painful for Monique, and Monique did say that she approached Oprah in front of some other women in Hollywood, and she told her, listen, Oprah, what you did was wrong. And Oprah was like, if I offended you or if I hurt you in any way, then I'm sorry.
And this is what this woman says to me. If you think I did something to offend you, I want to apologize. If you think I did something, not let me apologize for doing that, but if you think I did something.
That's really shady that Oprah would say that, because she knew how Monique felt about her mother. Monique disclosed all that information with her. But obviously Oprah brought her family on for ratings, because this is around the time when Monique won her Oscar. So bringing her family on to talk about her family issues was, I guess, good for ratings. Anyway, that's a mess. Now it gets even messier when they bring up Tyler Perry. Now the reason why Monique had an issue with Tyler Perry is because he was going around telling people that Monique was difficult to work with. Now the gag is he never worked with Monique before.
So
David Talbert in Vegas not too long ago, he asked him, what was it like working with Monique? Because, you know, I worked with her and she was difficult to work with. And David said, man, she was an absolute delight and pleasure and a professional. And his reply was, oh, well, actually, I didn't work directly with her, but that's what I heard.
Medea is shady, folks. Shady. Anyway, the rumor actually came from Lee Daniels. Now, Lee Daniels allegedly was saying that Monique was difficult to work with. And it's kind of interesting that he would say that, because he had Monique in several of his projects, and he was actually considering hiring Monique for Empire. But he says that Hollywood blackballed her, which was the reason why she couldn't play Cookie on Empire. Now, all of this shadiness happened after Monique won her Oscar. In fact, she was obligated to do a lot of press interviews. She was obligated to go to a lot of events. And Monique, she didn't really have time. Not only that, her husband wanted them to pay her for an appearance. And that kind of makes sense because she's an Oscar winner now. So of course you're gonna ask her to go somewhere. You have to at least give her an incentive to go. And not only that, Monique had her talk show on BET. So she was kind of booked and busy. She couldn't make it to every event. Because of this, they labeled Monique a diva and they said that she was difficult to work with. Now her husband spills the tea that Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry, they be shading each other on the low, and he actually heard a lot of the shade they were throwing at each other.
I was privy to hear Lee Daniels call me up and say, I hate Tyler Perry because this motherfucker's trying to steal my movie, which was Precious. See, people don't know that. They don't know that. I've been on the phone with Tyler Perry, where Tyler Perry said, I can't stand Lee Daniels, but I gotta give him credit. He's talented as hell.
Monique also expressed some disappointment when she heard Sheryl Underwood and Steve Harvey say that Monique was their friend, but they never called and checked up on her. And Monique said Sheryl kind of threw shade at her husband. Not only that, Sheryl was responsible for the falling out that Monique had with Adele Gibbons, because I think a few years back, Sheryl Underwood talked about the queens of comedy and talked about how they were bullying her on the phone, and she said that Monique was the only one who stood up for her, but that put Monique at odds with the other ladies, so they were no longer friends after that. It's really a mess, and it seems as if Monique is alone in this. And even though Monique wants to stand up for what's right and what's just, it's hard to do that in Hollywood. You have to play a game in Hollywood. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!